Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 16. Yes, I got it right this time, of the FIFA 23 Everton career mode. In the last episode, if you haven't watched it, I'd highly advise go watching it because there'll be some things that spoiled. And if you've not watched any of the series, what are you doing? I mean, look at the squad taking shape right now. Last episode, we made some insane signings. I mean, Calvin Phillips, just one of them. Kieran Trippier, we managed to finally bring Connor Cody on a permanent, so I'm well happy about that. We're getting stronger in squad depth. We're getting stronger in areas that we needed to get stronger on. I'm really happy, but as much as I'm really happy, we still need some more incomings. And as much as today's episode's themed around the transfer window, bringing in players, selling players, we have got some big games coming up. In the last episode, we had two massive games. We lost the Community Shield, unfortunately, to Chelsea by a last-minute winner, which is disappointing. And we got a 2-2 draw at Anfield against Liverpool, which last season we got 2-2. I complained about it because we got robbed. That time, I'll probably play as a game because I got very lucky. But we've got two games coming up in today's episode. We've got City and then Newcastle away. It's two big games. City didn't do too well last season, but I mean, I'm not banking on them having another dreadful season. But yeah, as much as I mentioned the games and saying transfers aren't that important, we're definitely going to get some done. The first bit of business we've got is potentially an outgoing. AC Milan have come in for Ben Godfrey. In the last episode, it didn't have the best of games when we started him. I was going to start him for the season and just try and sign a backup, but just with those performances alone, I don't think I can warrant that. So AC Milan, £21 million, I'm going to negotiate it. I don't think we'll get a deal done because I still value Ben Godfrey and he's still a great backup option. But if we can get a bit of money for him, then there's no point really keeping him. And as I expected, Milan just weren't having it. I wanted £34 million as a minimum and they just weren't having it. So, I mean, I'm not too disheartened. I'm happy we get to keep him around. I mean, I've just remembered that he can play left back. So it was probably a good job we didn't actually sell him because it'd be a great backup either for a centre back or a left back. Good squad depth all around. But I'm not too disheartened that we're keeping him. Straight from the business off the pitch to business on the pitch, we are against Manchester City at Goodison Park. Chris Kavanagh is the referee. So if Rodri gets inside the box, don't rely on a penalty getting given. I'm excited to play this game because there's one player that is actually starting for City that I am keeping an eye on that I would like to sign. You lot could be the judge of that. And if any of you say Haaland, have a good hard look at yourself. And we're 1-0 down already. Calvin Phillips, a bit of a disaster class there, just letting it slip by, and they've managed to punish us. Great. Not the best of starts, I think that's fair to say. Haaland's through, Haaland scores. No doubt about that, we are 2-0 down, and I don't see us getting back into this. We have been awful, we've not been able to break down the defence, and they're punishing us massively. And Dembele's through, Dembele's got a lot of space, Connor Cody managed to cut that out, which is very much needed. And they've got a penalty. What for? I think that as handball because I've kicked it against Haaland's hand and it's gone straight to mine. So what have I done? Kicked it, come off Haaland, and it's hit my leg. Okay, whatever you say, try and give Haaland another goal, but Jordan Pickford's not having it. Yeah, easy, Jordan Pickford. Our captain, our skipper now, saves it. Unbelievable from him. There's just no what you can do. They are clinical. They are what we are not. They are clinical. They create chances to finish him. Absolute mismatch in this game. I just got to see it out now. Marshall finished one. It's one back. I'm not getting my hopes up. I don't think we'll bring this back. I reckon they'll score another in a matter of seconds. But, I mean, it's the one positive about this game, I guess. Too easy. Absolutely too easy. That goals that I just can't stand. That is awful from our defence. Fair enough, the 3 goals we conceded, they've not been too bad. But that, absolutely disgusting. Oh my god, we just go straight after that. I've got an hidden gem club that I just didn't know about. Tom Davis. Are you different levels on this game? Because if you are, at the centre mid spot, all yours, son. Full time it is at Goodison Park. We lost 4-2. Scored 2 goals against City, that's the only positive. To me, that game proves that form is a thing that's judged in FIFA, because that City team is not the City team that I played, and it's not changed. I dominated City last season, and then to come to Goodison Park, well, the home ground, and get absolutely battered, it just shows that it's not the difficulty. Form is a thing in FIFA. Now, after that game, I think it's very fitting to reveal the player that I'm going to go for. It seemed a more realistic deal at the time, but after that performance and seeing how City may get on this season, I'm not too sure whether to make it happen. but I really do want to make it happen. I really wanted to bring Jack Grealish to Everton. I just felt like it would fit in and very realistic. Well, not very realistic, but realistic at the time. City were doing awful. They've got Europa League football, or did they just miss out on that? I think they got Europa League football. He's not in favour with the City side in real life, and he's not really hit form of the £100 million transfer that he had. But I'd love to bring him back, bring the form of Jack Grealish that he had at Aston Villa, and just try and develop him. I feel like if Frank Lampard had the opportunity and had the money, he'd get the deal done. Obviously, if it were right on the players' end of the spectrum, but I really want to get this deal done. And unfortunately, we've not managed to get a deal done. They wanted something like £56 million, which I'm not willing to spend. So I think that deal is off the cards now. I'm just going to leave him be, wish him well at City. It's just going to be a player that I look at the end of the season and just wish I signed. So moving on to a very much more realistic deal. Cody Gakpo, a player that is spoken well of in the Premier League. Many teams are after him. Manchester United, we're looking at him. I'm pretty sure City's after him. And a couple more teams. I think Chelsea might be in the deal as well. I do want to get this deal snapped up. I would love for us to sign him in real life. But with other options on the table, I just don't see him coming to us. I would love it. But, I mean, for now, we'll try and live that fantasy and try and sign him on FIFA. So we've got the fee agreed, and I'm not too sure how I feel about it. £60.5 million. Oh my god, that is a large chunk of money. That is our record signing, real life, and obviously on FIFA. I think it'd be worth it. It'd definitely make that left-hand side better. Obviously, we'd bring Anthony Gordon onto the right-hand side. We'd have Gakpo on the left and have McNeil as a backup. So I think it's fitting. I think it fits the system very well. That's a lot of money. And I've absolutely bottled the deal. I've just offered him 40k wages, which sounds stupid, but he's only on 29 at PSV. I thought he'd be alright with that because it's an increase. I know it's not a lot, but it's still an increase. Great. So we may have to wait a little bit long for Gakpo. Another winger that I am looking at is Alex Vega. He is a free agent, and I would love to bring him in on a free, just as a backup. He's 7 at an overall, 25 years of age. I mean, a free transfer, he doesn't seem bad at all, so there's no real complaints. I don't know why I'm just delaying this even further. To try and get this done, his wages shouldn't be too bad. It's just whether he accepts a rotation player. And he didn't mind rotation whatsoever. I don't know whether that's because he's a free agent or what, but I'm very happy with that. We've got another decent bit of backup options for the wing. We've got McNeil, Gordon. I've completely forgot my mind's gone blank. Obviously, we bring Gakpo in. So it's a great option on a free as well. So no money spent, just wages. 50k wages. I'm very happy with this deal. It's going to be a great backup option, more squad depth. I think it's a great situation to be in right now. Moving on to the third game of the Premier League season, we are against Newcastle at St James's Park, which it seems to become quite a fortress in real life, so it's going to be a difficult game there. They've recruited some good players. I mean, I'm seeing Porto in there, Fred's in there, Volland up front, so it's going to be a difficult game. I mean, I'm happy we are starting 11 for this game. We've rotated a couple of players. I mean, the noticeable one, Cody's not in there. I'm actually going to give Ben Godfrey a go because I felt sorry if we judged him on a game against Liverpool. But, yeah, I think as much as it's going to be a difficult game, we've got to get 3 points here. Oh, my God. Kelvin Phillips. That was beautiful. Great interception. Play Alex Iwobi through. Alex Iwobi owns Newcastle. She's not been able to get that finish off that time. It's probably because it's not the 98th minute. But Volland scores that. Great. 1-0 down. Yet again. This isn't a great start to the season, is it, lads? Great ball. Alex Iwobi, a lot of space. Can he finish this one on his weaker foot? Just wide of the post. We need to finish these. I mean, Newcastle's had one shot and it's gone top corner. We need to finish these. Penalty. Oh my God, we've been given just a little bit of luck there. I just whipped the ball into absolute no man's land. Martial's at least challenged it. We've got a penalty out of it. Come on, Martial against Nick Pope. He saved the last one I took against him. Not saved that one. Sensational finish by Anthony Martial. We are 1-1 now. Let's turn this around, keep it going, defend well, and let's try and win this. Kieran Trippier. Against his former club, didn't you? Play it back. McNeil. Lovely bit of play. What a lovely bit of play there. All from Kieran Trippier's cross against his former club. The lovely touch by Luca Digne set McNeil up. Unbelievable bit of football then. Let's keep this going. I love this bit of football. The one-touch passing, just a great build-up play. This is why I like this FIFA. It allows you to play football. And what a finish. Yeah, I got done over then. I got told to turn off handballs, especially in the box, but it seems realistic. But stuff like that just doesn't help its cause, does it? I mean, it's point-blank range. Godfrey's got his arm in a natural position. just seems so unfair, but I mean, you win some, you lose some. Volland. Can Jordan Pickford save this one? He can't. It's a great penalty. We're now level, coming up to half time. Can't really blame us for that. Marshall. Play it across box. Ward-Prowse, you've got to finish that. He's finished it. Lovely bit of play. We've created some space. We ran into this space and we've managed to finish it off. James Ward-Prowse with a lovely finish. We are now back in the lead. Now it's all about holding that. That is a typical ear goal. That is disgusting. How? I'm not even going to... I don't doubt for 1 second that it is onside because I know that Luca Digne will push very far back because I had to track the attacker. But it's just the one... Like, it's even first time. Like, that's... And then Pickford can't... Oh, my God. That goal is absolute... shite. Surely that's it. Surely, yeah. That goal for them to get a point out of this was stupid. Absolutely stupid. Kevin Volland's got an hat trick. That is... Try so hard to play, try so hard to defend, and then they do that. That is... Yeah, that is awful. I'm going to leave this video here just because I am on the deadline day, and I'll go over to my squad. I'll show you the squad. I do need some more suggestions. I'm really happy with the squad, but I feel like defense still needs to be improved. As much as I love the defense, I just think it just leaks too many goals. So let me know suggestions on some centre-half sign. And the rest of the team I'm really happy with. Obviously Gakpo, I'm unsure whether I can sign him now, but I hope I can, otherwise I've got to wait till January. But yeah, it's been decent. Decent business-wise, by the way. I've been absolutely shocking on the pitch. I apologise. We are winless in 3 games or 4 games in the Premier League, which isn't a great start. But we'll move on from here. We'll build from here. Hopefully onto the next episode where we go past the deadline day. Hopefully pick up some more points and hopefully get our first win. Thank you all for staying tuned. Leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new around here. It's free. It goes a long way. I'm growing so much in the past couple of days, and that's all down to you, so thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode.